Hey guys, today is day 24 of the 30-day fear challenge videos, where I'm doing a fear challenge video every single day talking about my fears, things I've overcome, things that I'm still working on to overcome for my fear. For today, day 24, I'm talking about my fear and the issue that I have with being wrong, and because of being wrong in certain situations, feeling stupid. For me, they very much go hand in hand together. I feel stupid because of being wrong, and because I'm wrong, I feel stupid. It causes me a lot of social anxiety, but also is like a super fear of mine. This started when I was really young, when I was in school. I wouldn't want to raise my hand because of being wrong. I didn't want to be called on to read out in public just in case I like read a word wrong, and just would feel really stupid if I read it wrong and it was like a normal word that people would be able to read. I struggled with reading as a kid as well, so that was always a really sore point for me. I didn't start really reading until around 3rd and 4th grade, and then my reading comprehension just went through the roof because being intelligent is a very big part of who I am. I still struggle with this every single day. I have had a lot of issues in the past that I'm worried about what people think of me a lot, which is really stupid, but I can't seem to unlearn that thing that's been taught from society. Sometimes it stops me from actually having conversations with people just because I don't want to come across as being unintelligent. This also causes a problem because I sometimes talk out my ass that I don't actually know what I'm talking about, but I try to be so confident in what I'm talking about. That way no one could ever possibly question whether I'm right or wrong in a situation. And in those situations where if the person actually does know what they're talking about more than me, or I don't feel super confident what I'm saying, even though I may not be 100% positive on what information I'm actually giving, can make me feel very uncomfortable if the person's like, oh no, and they call me out and my information's wrong or I don't fully know it all. I get really uncomfortable. I kind of shut down, crawl back into my little personal shell of a person, and it just makes it really hard to have conversations with people. I also come across with people when I first meet them that if they're not super confident in themselves, I'm very overly confident because I'm trying to exude that fake it till you make it. And I make people very uncomfortable because they think that I'm so posh or I'm so intelligent and I'm way better than them. And I really try to lower myself and my expectations and the way that I treat people, because I want people to feel comfortable talking to me and being around me, but sometimes that's really difficult because I'm so worried about looking stupid and feeling wrong and having that anxiety that I end up making the people that talk with me or in those situations, I make them feel that way. And so then I'm in this like really weird, awkward spot because I don't want to feel stupid, I don't want to feel wrong, but then I make them feel stupid and make them feel wrong. So it's a conundrum and I don't really know what to do about it. The way that I get around it is that in my relationships with people that I know, when I'm like really close with them, I let them know, hey, please let me know if what I'm saying is wrong. I'll even actually give a little disclaimer, like Aerica's disclaimer of, I don't know for sure if this is the correct information, but if you find out, or if I find out, I'll come back and I'll tell you. That's kind of the line that I run. And I even do it with my husband. It was something that he thought was really cool when we first started dating, was that I found some information was incorrect that I'd told him when we first started dating, and so I went back and I was like, hey, by the way, I was actually wrong. I feel like it makes me feel more comfortable to say, hey, I was wrong, than someone saying, hey, you're wrong, like you're an idiot. Wow, I can't believe that you thought that, or you know, you're so unintelligent. And I feel like that's where people go with it, instead of like, hey, you know, I found this out, I thought it was really like interesting, and so I just wanted you to know. Like, no harm, no foul. It's really not that big of a deal for us to be wrong, and I feel like in order for us to be successful in our lives, we need to have those moments of failure and those moments of feeling stupid, and that way we have something to overcome and to get better at. I'm going to try to welcome more wrongness and feeling stupid in my life, and not being so overly confident making people feel uncomfortable around me because they're not as confident as I am. And that way I can kind of find some balance in my life of people don't automatically think that I'm stupid, and then I can work through those emotions and those feelings about being afraid of being stupid or being wrong with other people in my life, and I can learn to overcome that. And so that way I don't exude that false sense of self-confidence, that it can actually be real and true, and I can attain to be more humble in my life and to have more gratitude towards others in their growth and in their education, and that no one person is better than another. We're all in this rat race of life to do the best that we can, and the only way that we can do the best that we can is to help them get to those points. That way we can rise together instead of one person. There's this life analogy where if you have a bucket of crabs and you put all of them into that bucket, you don't ever have to put a lid on top of that bucket, because as one crab tries to get out of the bucket, another crab that's in the bottom of the bucket will grab that crab and pull it back down. So they're constantly pulling each other down instead of working together to get out of the bucket. And sometimes that's how I feel that everybody treats each other, is that instead of let's help us get up and out of this situation that we're in, and that way we can actually get somewhere in life that we want to go, we're just constantly pulling each other down, and that's not how I want to live my life. I just want to make sure that I get that positive energy out there and not bring the fear into my life, but bring the positivity in. So that's my day 24 of the 30-day fear challenge video. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. That way you'll be notified of the next fear challenge video that comes out for tomorrow. Remember, I love every single one of you guys. I hope that you have a great day, and I'll see you in my next video.